for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize, it's really time. Yeah. Thomas Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into our third game of today. And we've got one of our teams back from the previous. It's not going to be another Pride matchup, unfortunately. But we are going to have Nemiga back to try and get themselves a victory on the board. They're facing off against ex-Outlaws, who have looked pretty good so far. Losing Cirque, of course, was a little bit of a bit of a worry for this team, it has to be said. A team that now looks a little bit empty, but it seems like NK and Nikki at least have been able to pick up the slack, and we're going to get to see whether or not they can continue that sort of run versus Nemiga, who, yeah, haven't been doing that great so far in this tournament, so we'll get to see whether or not they can step up and actually get some points on the board. I wonder, do we actually have... I'm just going to have a look, see if we got this while the knife is on, how the standings actually look. So give them a quick refresh, and see how updated these are. Okay, so Pride currently actually at the top of the board. Nemiga 0-3, and the next Outlaws are actually one of the top teams at the moment, yet to actually lose a match. So, yeah, definitely a good prospect for them. Knife is currently going on, and by the looks of it, the ex-Outlaws guys are going to be taking it as well. So, right, a very good start for them overall. And, yeah. Not looking great, it has to be said. Not looking great in Group 8 for Nemiga. So definitely needing to get some wins, get some points, get something on the board at least. And welcome back to you too, Lo. Welcome back to you too. Either way, we are going to be going into our pistol round. Ex-Outlaws are going to start on the CT side, and we get to see whether or not they can continue their reign of terror and actually go to the top of the board, because they're yet to lose a match. Pride have. It would set them top, at least for now. But Nemiga 0-3. Don't want to be finishing bottom of the board. Obviously, if you get through in, I think it's first place, you go straight through either to the quarters or semi-finals. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, if you finish in the sort of lower portion, you have to actually fight your way through. So, definitely an incentive to get yourself through those earlier bracket stages. Either way, at least in the pistol. We are going to see the CT side with a very heavy presence over towards the B side of the map. Only Spallan actually holding on towards A. You have a lot of work to do if they do look to push in this direction. They are gathering up for an A hit at the moment. There's one man here in the form of Hitmouse. Just looking to try and maybe keep a player or two over towards this side of the map, because Spallan is the man with the kit, so he's looking to try and basically, if he does die, leave the kit somewhere they can pick it up on A and have a decent chance at a retake. Still going to be spotting towards that mid position. Has to be wary of A long. 50 seconds left on the clock, and this is where the push begins. MDS actually not going to be spotted, but Robo now will be. We will see the T's just making their way in. Rotation still yet to come. The Molotov actually fails. That gives a chance for Spallan to actually peek over, try and take some pot shots. However, it isn't going too well, and it is going to be a straight-up 5v5 retake attempt from the CT side, who now have to try and get back into the site. They did set it up like this. This is what they wanted when going into the round. If it is going to be a retake, it is going to be on this A side of the map. And look at the dinks coming through. Lots of damage already done, but it's Robo, Hitmouse already turning it into a 3 versus 4, although the kills very quickly go back. Very close round indeed. There's still a kill on Spallan. Cyberfocus able to get another, but the damage seems to be too high at the moment. Still, never mind. The low players, 3 and 1 left on Roman and Cyberfocus, but it is still going to be the round going the way of Nemiga. CT side. Not going to be investing back into this round. Boost even going to be coming in looking for that early pick. Roman, however, already spotting the first. Damage does get done. He's only on 12 HP. But he survives. Ability much more prominent. Oh, Spallan. And he gets tagged for 1. Still a bit of a nasty shot. And he's alone over towards this A side of the map once again. A lot of pressure on his shoulders. Roman's still looking to try and fight for that drop control. He's so low on HP, but there's no utility. No real worry. They're going to go out. There's a little bit of damage, but not anything too worrying. And they're going to go for this boost again. Quite a delayed position. It might not be expected. And there you go. First comes in. NK looking to try and hit a second. In fact, though, the rotation now going to look to go towards this A side of the map. And this is where the range just doesn't benefit these pistols whatsoever. NK is going to be able to get into a decent position, but only can trade for 1. That was... He was already tagged up. I've managed to get onto the site, though, and now the rotation can be quite difficult. Nice nade. We'll be able to get 1. Are they going to expect the second player? They will not. Very good position. Does damage onto both, and actually the second will be hit. Only Roman left, and he's on 12 HP. Been spotted as well, falling back, although they don't seem to know that he's already gone back into the site. And he has to make his move now. He hears the bomb being defused, and it will be the pistols that reign supreme in this round. Ex-Outlaws, 2 AKs for themselves, and they even up the scoreline. However, do get a bomb plant. Because of that, are actually going to invest into this round. Now, they haven't actually gone for SMGs, which they could have gone for. They've gone straight for the pistols. A lot of utility. Up close, though. Shit sprays a double down. I didn't expect him to get the second. The control was there, but Robo is able to trade. Nade thrown out could finish off 1, but doesn't in fact do as much damage as possibly expected. Rifle's been picked up. That HE should do a lot of damage onto Rocking in the corner. And he's getting tagged down. In fact, the scoreline's now evened up. A 3v3. Make it maybe even a 3v2. Somehow the T's are actually making this work back themselves. Robo, however, is going to fall. The SMG able to do the work. And Nicky in such a good position catches off the remaining rifle. Cyber Focus is going to retrieve it, and it does come back to this 1v1. Nicky versus Cyber Focus. Mind games definitely going to be in play. May not expect him to be so close, and because of that, Nicky is going to finish it. Very close round indeed. A lot of damage done by these pistols, but Nemiga still not going to be able to break back. P250s on every single player. Just a save round here from the T's. 2,400 will give them enough to buy. It won't be enough for an AWP with armor. For Cyber Focus, so he's still going to be with a rifle. Aggressive position at the moment from Rocking, but he actually peeks away at the timing. Could have been off. MDS doesn't actually cross. It's not the end of the world. Now the peek comes in. Push out through drop. They should line up for Rocking. Simple couple of kills. NK will go down, which is something, but Nicky denies any retrieval of the rifle. Spallan with only an SMG isn't going to be too worried. As long as they don't lose anybody else, this is still a pretty much perfect round from the X-Outlaw side. Still, MDS with a chance. Although peeking into the angle where there's 2 players watching, I don't think that's going to be the right idea. We'll go back to just hoping for something through this window. He is completely surrounded here, and eventually Ships will finish him off 3-1. But now the T's are going to get their buy. Now they'll have all of that extra cash. Out. A lot of early nades expended. But no real ground taken by either side. Balan just going to be trying out more utility to try and deny them actually taking over that long A control, but it isn't happening. Eventually, they are going to go for this push. Footsteps may give away a slight idea that there isn't anybody there anymore. Molotov's looking to try and clear the angle, playing in a crossfire, but it's still only going to be a 1-for-1. And actually, he's going to benefit from that. It has to be a fallback from Spallan, who just goes back to the site itself. Sits on the barrels, which again is another spot where really you only expect him to be able to get one. Be careful as well. Coming in from behind is going to be cyber focus. Doesn't have much support. Somehow Spallan's still alive, but eventually he is going to go down. Already, though, there's 2 players ready and waiting. One of them on the side. NK gets caught out, but it still just trades. Rocking does quite a bit of damage, but it's still only Ships left versus 2. A very close game so far. Could be the chance for the T's to get back into this. The timing, though. MDS is going to go down for free here. Bomb dropped. Hitmouse spotted. Only on 12 HP, but it comes very close indeed. Ships still will pull off the clutch. And it's a 4-1 scoreline now in favor of Outlaws. Looking like we do have a bit of a technical pause at the moment. I'm interested to know who people have bet on. Are they edging the way of ex-Outlaws, the Bulgarian side, even losing Cirque, or are people going for Nemiga? Now, I know based off the scoreboard, or even based off the tally at the moment in the league, I would be going with ex-Outlaws, even just based on very little information about either of the teams. But I'm interested to know what you guys are doing. Yeah, didn't you know Tonkata is actually part of the team? He's their mascot. He sat there going, "Go Outlaws, go Outlaws. Give me an O. Oh, give me a U. U." I'm not going to do the whole name. That'll take me too long. And we're back into the game, so I don't have to. Because I suppose he gone to an RG, although there was a lot of sort of problems with that move, so good luck to him, of course. Once again, not a whole lot invested in this round for this T side. Had troubles with economy so far, especially after winning that first round, losing the second. You give quite a bit over to the CT side, but they have taken a nasty couple of hits in the last couple, so there's still a chance for a reset to come in. Of course, they would need to do at least a couple of players worth of damage in this round as well. Make it a little bit more interesting. T-side mainly gathered up over towards that A-long portion of the map. They have taken over drop control, but It seems like the CT side are playing much more passive positions here because they have the range advantage and that they can pretty much win all the duels from afar without having to actually challenge into positions such as drop. Starladder, even while blind, manages to get the first. Has to be careful not to overbase here though, but still winning all the duels even with the pistol. Roman does manage a single kill over towards the other side of the map and picked up a rifle as well, but Ships is just holding passively now. Doesn't really need to fight, and if he kills him after time, it'll be so much worse. Somehow Roman is actually still managing to do all the dirty on his opponents, and actually saving the rifle here is going to work out nicely for him. Gets a free AK. Okay, the loss bonus would have actually been worth more than the AK, but the amount of damage he does in the meantime is worth it. Here we go, though. Starladder already starting things off. The ult pick working, rocking in an aggressive position, and he's going to win the battle as well. Free fire will come in for Robo to end any further detriment from that position. Jump in. It's almost suicidal. Not sure what he really expected to achieve in that situation, but because of it, leaves his team in a two-man disadvantage. Quickly reduced to just one. Side now. Sneaking through. Starladder is just waiting. So aware of all the positions that could have been open. It leaves Hitmouse into our 1 versus 3. It's not looking good at the moment for Nemiga. 5 rounds in a row for the CT side. Unless Hitmouse can do something very impressive, the 6th is likely to come. Still kept the money low at least. Last couple of rounds. But actually get a bomb plant here. Starladder is no longer watching. Could be a straight walk through. 15 seconds left. Should know it can't be B at this point. And, well, Starladder... No, he's still going to win the battle. Not sure how he managed that one, but... Oh, well. It still goes the way of that side. Alright, let's get somebody to sort out that command. You're going to lose game sound for a sec. Here we go. Still, a buyer will be available for this T side. Even without the bomb plant, they have maximum loss bonus, and they're just going to go for sheer aggression. Pushing straight through. Nicky is going to be waiting for them. Picks a first, second, and a third and fourth are coming, and he's going to get all of them! I may have made a joking comment about him doing it, but that's impressive stuff. That's a full buy that have just run into the blender of Nicky. Absolutely shredding his opponents. Now it's all on to just Hitmouse. Again. Keep making things look far too easy. Flashbang in. It's going to leave his opponent completely blind. Nicky clearly going for the ace. And how does he get it? How does he manage to take the final player? Only 12 HP as well. What a brilliant play from him. His teammates even setting him up at the end to get the ace, but... What a crazy round from Nicky, and that will leave them absolutely flawless. Not a single player lost, and plenty of money made. This time the T's are going to take the hit. Just go for some pistols, try and do some damage elsewhere, but they're yet to actually win a round other than the pistol, which is a very scary prospect, especially on the T side, which normally a lot easier, especially at lower tiers. You see much more T-sided halves. All the utility being expended. These do have some of their own. Look at Starladder. He's feeling confident. There's a man in the smoke. Is he going to go for the no-scope? He's going to miss. Punished for the cockiness. Now, actually, there is an AWP to be picked up. Okay, now a second kill comes in. NK is going to go down. This is starting to get a little bit worrying for the CT side. Maybe they have got a little bit too overconfident. Another kill comes in for Hitmouse. It is just going to be traded back, but somehow Robo's doing the work. It's all onto the 1v1. Roman versus Nikki. And Roman's going to win it. Not this time, Nikki. No ace for you. No even, well, not even 2 for you. In fact, it's going to be the victory of Roman. And after such a brilliant round, CT side make big mistakes versus pistols and don't manage to do anything themselves. Seven to 2. T-side do get themselves a nice little bonus in economy thanks to winning that. May have just got themselves back into the game. They have to do something about it, though. They can't let that be a one and done sort of round and reset their loss bonus and leave them with nothing. In fact, they now have the chance to do the same to the CT side. Thank you, Dexterity. I love you too. Nice aggression from Rocking, though. Already picks up the first. And we need to see how the T's actually adapt in this situation of having a man down. The last round was just something back to basic, sheer aggression pushing out onto the site. Maybe that's something they need to bring in a little bit more because it worked. MDS will actually pick up a kill towards long A position. Actually, they're just going to react off of this. Bomb's going to go rotating. Roman's still waiting. Will he get the kill onto ships? No, he won't. The tree position works perfectly, and that means they've got no flanking player anymore. Nobody to hold off rotations. It's all just going to come down to the players on the site. Molotov somewhat wasted, but the smoke will allow the T side to cross, although it's looking like there's a temptation to actually push through it from the CT side. 4 players ready and waiting to try and go for this retake, and first one through is going to be Rocking. So far, so good. Ships will start things off. MDS able to trade one back, but now it's all onto Cyber Focus. The AWP for the team should have a couple of players to hold the cross. The problem is there's another man in Spallan coming from behind. Gets the first, and Spallan gets him through the gap in the wood. 8 to 2. Money, again, going to be a big, big problem for this T side. You have to wonder whether it's actually worth investing into this round or if they should just opt to try and save. These are going to go for a partial investment, down to about the 2,000 mark. Although Cyber Focus has gone a little bit more. Going to leave him quite low on cash, in fact, for the next round, especially if they don't get a bomb plant. They are looking like they're going to try and go aggressively into B again, which last time worked quite well for them. This time, though, they don't have that much in terms of utility. Damage being done already onto ships. He does have support from Rocking, however. He's going to go for the pre-fire already, shutting down any push, any hope that the T's had. Cyber Focus. Not the only one left. Does have armor. Don't think that's going to be helping him out too much here. No aim punch, at least. Not even going to spot out Spallan, and NK is just going to end his life. Doesn't even give him a chance. 9 to 2 of dominating CT half. And yeah, this is where you sort of look at Cyber Focus and think, okay, was the armor really worth it? Easy 1v5. Well, I have the power of hindsight, and I can tell you that that's not true. Aggressive with this AWP. Misses the shot, though. They're not going to be able to capitalize on his aggressive position because of the Molotov that he threw down, stopping them from pushing. Spallan now only on 25 HP. no utility that can really look to sort of clear them out. Like they're tempted to go for a boost, and it works. Robo's able to pick off one. Roman gets another. The R&R tactic. And even Hitmouse is going to add to the death toll of this CT side. So finally, a working formula. Aggression. And a little bit too much coming out from the CT side. Once again, actually, it's the second time we've seen a player get caught out by being in such an aggressive position. In fact, both times, I think it was Spallan with an AWP. We see them win this round here with the pistols. The first player to die is Spallan running into Platt and going for a no-scope. The second time we see them lose a round, or a buy round at least, is going to be Spallan pushing over towards that A side of the map, being taken down early on as well. So, not to fault the guy. He has been doing pretty well so far, 9 and 6. But maybe the passive AWPing is just something that works a little bit better. Either way, third round for Nemiga. It's looking pretty easy for Outlaws so far, although the money's still getting pretty stretched, and a lot of these rounds haven't been completely one-sided. The last few sort of changed that a bit, and that's made things a bit easier for Outlaws in terms of the rebuy. Very aggressive push once again. NK actually only going to go down to a trade, so that's not a bad start for the T side. What can they do onto the site? They're going to get one already. Trade will be back rocking, but he won't be able to do anything more, and they will stick that man advantage at least for now. MDS. Molotov down. Could be reloading. Spallan able to get one, but there is MDS. Spray transfers onto the head of Nicky. And it will be a 9-4, and now this is where the money hit does come in. CT side don't really have the cash. They've got a couple of players who can drop some pistols, so that's something at least. Give them a minute chance of winning this round. And they'll be able to buy into the final. But yeah, looking like maybe Nemiga have finally found their feet. You gotta hope for their sake that they do manage to win these last couple of rounds, and we'll see what they can do on the CT side. Here we go. Both Robo and Hitmouse starting this round off strong. Of course, it is only pistols, but we know what the Deagles can do. Died going for a boost, but Hitmouse is just going to be waiting, and, well, they don't manage to actually jump up. In the meantime, the bomb's already going down over towards this A site, so the chances of winning the round are slim. If they could overwhelm Hitmouse, chance already gonna look to try and fall back into a much more passive position. Smart stuff from Hitmouse. Doesn't want to risk giving away the rifle, and they will even finish off Nicky at the end. Flawless round from the T's. Pretty late in the half, but it's important that they do manage to get a few victories at least, and ships can even drop an AWP if they so desire it. Actually going to go against it and get some utility instead, and a lot of utility has been bought up by the ex-Outlaw side. Go. 9-6 or 10-5. Yeah, 9 CT rounds is still pretty good. And very close to going down through the wall. He's going to be coming out. Roman actually jumping headshot. Please, Valve, fix that. That's ridiculous. No, impressive from him. And now it leaves only one man in the back lines. It's going to be Nicky. What can he do? He's got to be a pivotal player in this round. Rocking goes pushing. Here is Nicky's flank. A little bit of a misspray, but he still gets the kill either way. Gibbs has picked up another. Now look how low these remaining players are. Still, Roman will get a kill. 4 HP, 14 between the two of them. And look at Nicky's HE. That's what I'm looking towards. Well, and there it goes. Dunk out one. Rocking finishes the second. And we will have a 10-5 half in the end. Let's have a look. Ten to 5. Second half start for Nemiga is going to be important. If they don't have the utility over on that CT side and they don't have the early money, we could just see Outlaws or ex-Outlaws absolutely run over them. I think I'm just going to call them the Bulgarians again, because I feel like naming their old organization is a little bit unfair. Like, I wouldn't like, if I'd just been either dropped or I left an organization, I wouldn't want to be called X blah blah blah. It's like if someone gets a divorce and you just called them by, oh right, you're ex Bissmire, or like whatever surname you want to use. You're ex Smith, aren't you? No, never call me that ever again. How do the drops work? Go to the website and do what it says. I really don't know. Yeah, divorce. A nice depressing look at how this works. But yeah, I'll call them the Bulgarians, which I feel like is more accurate. Although, unfortunately, there's MK, who are also Bulgarian. And if they play each other, that's not going to work very well. But I don't actually know if they're in the same group. I'll have a look in a bit. Either way, into the pistol. As said, crucial. And I'm not talking about the Dutch player who likes to play in the UK. I mean this round. As CT side really need to get off to a strong start. They've gone for the classic smoke kit combo and everybody else on Kevlar. Nicky has some utility of his own. HE alongside a smoke and a flashbang. He's going to be waiting outside that A-long portion of the map. Little bit of aggression from Cyberfocus, who is going to be sat down close, and we'll hear all of the footsteps. All that information, that lovely information, is going to be given over to him. And that's why we can already see quite a lot of players rotating over. But with the decoy, either they want to make it sound like it's a fake, or they are actually going to fake. Problem is, the push is going to come in now, and already the aggression coming out from the CT side has just worked. Nice shot from Hitmouse as well, which will grant him a simple kill, and they don't worry about that man up close. Bomb going to be dropped. This pistol round has been absolute domination. Not a single point of damage done to Nemiga. Yeah, that's a point, actually. I don't even know what a girl really is. I think it's just folklore, and they don't actually exist. At least on the internet, for sure. All girls are actually just 12-year-old boys on the internet. And if you are a woman watching this, I am sorry. Starters, why? But it's all conspiracy, guys. All conspiracy. I'm actually a woman, and I'm just a very good impressionist. Either way, T's have invested into this round. Let's get away from that topic before I offend anyone, and then I have to pretend like I care. Nicky. Or NK, sorry. Two different names. He's gonna start things off. That's rude for 12-year-old boys. Yes, so. Roman. Gonna be able to turn things back, and the slaughter begins with Cyberfocus. Triple spray down. Spallan, the man with a plan, as he sneaks in from behind. Yeah, I wanted to keep the rhyme going. Okay. And Hitmouse will be there to close the round. Actually going to drop the MP9 for an ump, which I don't agree with. I think it's better. You make a very ugly woman. Yes. You are correct. Correct. What does that even mean? 12-year-olds in 2017. I think it makes a difference what year it is. 10 to 7. Nothing. Oh wait, no, sorry. One flashbang for the T side, as they hope and pray that somebody makes some sort of mistake. Instead, Roman is going to go running towards them, and he's got the shredder. Only going to get 2, so he's paid for his gun. Actually, Nicky's doing a bit of damage himself. Makes some extra cash. $600. Oh, Spallan. Oh, I don't really know what you can hope to achieve here. He's just run. Oh, could he get to A? Oh, Spallan, you've got moves. That's just silky skills. If he can get onto the A site and get a plant. Oh, he's so close. Runs Spallan. Oh, Robo catches him. Robocop with the stop. Otherwise, that round for Nemiga would have been a bit of a flop. So close. Oh, I feel almost bad for him. CT side have got their AWP. Mr. Cyber Focus. Yeah, he should have put on his insert brand here once I'm sponsored by some sort of shoe brand. I agree, Dexterity. Oh, Spallan down to 25 HP. He hasn't been his lucky couple of moments. Almost catches MDS through the smoke. V5. All the damage done. Pop flashes coming in. Only going to be one man over towards this A site at all. It is Cyber Focus. The author for the team. He's just been ruined. Luckily for him, Robo is on point. Turns it back to a 4v4. Spallan is trying to be sneaky. Only 25 HP. There is going to be a man watching the flank. Bomb yet to be retrieved. Still left out. A lot of the utility. In fact, all of the utility except for the one incendiary on Roman is gone. There's nothing. Nada. Diddly squat. I want to look at Spallan, really. NK. Gets 1, 2. And actually has support from Nicky to get the third. Now Spallan is just going to jump back in. He doesn't manage to get the kill on the flanker. In fact, Hitmouse. Well, the rest of his team have hit the floor and he's just going to run. 32 HP, has a kit as well, picks up an AK. Oh, CT side, it's going to be interesting because Hitmouse can actually drop 2 rifles going into the next round. Robo can buy his own. That will leave them in a position where their buy really isn't too bad. Yeah, for now we'll just call them speedy boots. He needs speedy boots. But, as said, if you would like to insert your own brand of shoes here, as long as they are not Crocs, then I am happy to take your money and your shoes. In fact, well, actually, it depends on the shoes. If you're going to try and give me stilettos, then I'll probably turn them down because I can't really sell that. But, a joke made me laugh the other day. It's like, if you turn up fashionably late in Crocs, are you just late? Ah. See? Clever. It's not funny, it's clever. Roman, nice start. Has support as well from Hitmouse, and he's going to double down. Ships and Nicky have managed a couple in return, but unfortunately, the bomb is dropped. Now they have to try and get that back from drop, and not going to be easy. In fact, I can't really think of a worse position than where the bomb currently sits. Sandals with socks. Yeah, no, that's not going to work either. Nicky. I'll spot the feet of one, and Hitmouse, come on, man, you gotta think that somebody could come from above. Jimmy Shoes. Oh, yeah, there's a song about Jimmy Shoes. I actually don't look that up, it's an awful song. Socks knitted into sandals. Huh. Oh, they're knit into the straps. Oh. Milan and Nicky. Nix. Oh, catches Spallan, turns it into a 1 versus 2. Nicky looking like he may be able to get the trade. Hits the dink. Doesn't quite get the kill, but does retrieve the bomb. Only 20 seconds left. What can he do here? Molotov going down to try and deny any sort of plant. He's got to now fight things out. Does hit the shot. Doesn't know the Robo's so close. Actually, he does. He fakes out the plant. Robo going to be pushing in. Oh, the positioning there. Robo on just 6 HP. He's actually dinked by Nicky in that round. But it doesn't matter. Nemiga will steal another, but the T's, they're not having that. They're going to force it into it themselves. They want to try and break this CT economy. The loser of this round will have next to nothing. Jimmy Shoes. Yeah, it's not a tune. It's awful. Dynamic prize pool. Basically, it started with 10,000. Then Hellcase said, you know what, we're going to put some cases online. You buy the cases, some of the money goes into the prize pool. We've now hit $30,502.50. It went up, as I was saying, the final amount of money. But, yeah. So, if you want to give some more money to the players or the winner of this tournament or anybody who finishes within the top, I'm going to say 6. That's a made-up number. Then buy those cases. Either way. Nice start to the round from the CT side. They're keeping this going, making this look much more competitive, and Spallan is now into a 1 versus 4. I think he's sweet. Yep, he is. Hitmouse will finish him off. So whoever wins the players get this. What? Basically, I've got some sort of percentage somewhere. Actually, are we just having a Glock round? I'm going to quickly look it up. So bear in mind, the sound is going to go missing for a second. But I want to be able to tell you exactly how much the breakdown of it is, because it's actually quite interesting. So where is the global information? So 40%, so the winner gets 4,040% of the dynamic prize pool. So at the moment that's 40% of 20,000, which would be 8 grand. So that means so far at the moment the winner is getting 12, which is pretty nice. So they've already got 3 times the amount of money they would be getting. You moved from Barbados and you're looking to make video games. That's pretty cool. What game would I like to see? I quite like the sort of almost old platformer style games where you like just slowly level up characters and get like extra weapons. What did I play? What was it? Rampage Nights. That game is fun. It got quite boring though because they didn't really update it very quickly. I think that'd be a good place to start. Oh, no, Roman. Okay, there's actually a team kill in there somewhere as well, but not quite the right mix. But yeah, let's read the rest of it. So, prize pool distribution, 4,040%, 2,000, 20%, 1,000, 10%, and then the same for 4th as well. And then 5th to 8th get $500 and 5%. So, yeah, quite a nice spread of money going across everybody. Dragon Ball Z adventure game. Ooh, if you, I suppose you can't make Pokemon games, can you? Because it's a little bit of a cheat. But I want a new Pokemon game. I want one more on my Switch. Go work for Nintendo. Make me a Switch Pokemon game. Rocking, Nikki, nice start. Couple of extra kills. We're on 11-11. Things have evened up. Open world 3D Pokemon game. Yes. Spallan through the smoke is going to be able to find another one. Not like Pokemon Go. Kick me, I do as well. No, there is not going to be a CSGO port on the Switch. I'll murder everyone. Oh, nade? Goodbye. Hello, Cyberfocus. Nice little dunk. Rotates onto the side. What can he do here? Needs to start hitting shots. Spallan is behind you. It's like a pantomime all over again. And NK will close the round down. Great work from X-Outlaws. The aggression from the CT side does not work at all. But they are still going to have, well, sort of the money to buy. Roman's going to be a little bit stretched. They should be able to juggle a few weapons around. And Cyberfocus will be handed an AWP. In before ban for murdering everyone. Who replaced Cirque? Shit. What team did he play for before? I actually don't know. Do not know. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really an expert on the Bulgarian scene. I pretty much know this team. There was B-Pro as well, who sort of are, well, their best players were brought into this team. Cyberfocus? Okay, he's doing work with the AWP. And of course, MK. Yeah, he's behind you. No, he's not. Oh, it's a sneaky beaky from MDS. aggressive onto Spallan, and looking like Nemiga may be able to just break back versus this T side. Things are becoming very close indeed. What can Ships and Rocking do? Ships and Rocking sounds like it could be, if you combine their names, it could be the name of a band, like the Rocking Ships. These ships be rocking, be clarity. Robo adds another to the death toll on the T side, are left on to just Rocking. What was my opinion on the KNG situation? I don't want to die, that's my opinion. Don't want to be killed, so I am going to make no comment. Please don't. I love Brazil. I really love Brazil. Love it. It's amazing. Don't hurt me. Pause coming in from the T side. I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably tactical. They haven't said. Oh, thank you, Mr. Console Man. We have had a major hurricane. Oh, that's the one thing I'm very glad about living in the UK. Like, the weather may be rubbish, but it's never dangerous. Well, stay safe, Dexterity. That's for sure. To be fair, I have actually been to Brazil, and it was lovely. I had a really nice time, so... all jokes aside, do actually quite like Brazil. And I don't think one person should ever define a country. That's how racism starts. But let's move away from that topic. As said, don't want to die. T-side are actually going to invest into this. Actually, KNG pay you to say that. I wish he was paying me. Here we go. Drop control taken from the T side. Roma going to be waiting around the corner. And wow, Nemiga looking like they're about to make the comeback happen. As they look to take the lead. Only Spallan left. He's always the last one left. No comment on that. Spallan is going to get one. Actually picks up the AWP. But Robo's there. Robo will stop him. Stopped by Robocop. Oh, yeah, I live in, like, basically in London. The worst thing we get is rain. Lots of rain, but, yeah, nothing. I'm very impressed by Nemiga CT side, actually. Like, they've thrown in a lot of aggression, which has actually caught them out a little bit. Whereabouts near London? Here we go. Oh, this is just a slaughter. The lambs have been sent. Nemiga. They are looking good. They are looking good. 14-12. T-side with what could be their last-ditch effort ever buy. If they get a bomb plant, they'll still be able to purchase into the next round. But other than that, 14-12. Nemiga coming back from a 9-6 half, from a 7-1 lead, where Ex-Outlaws looked very impressive. Now, the aggression over towards the B side hasn't worked out for the CT side, so you can see they've fallen back. In fact, they've actually got 3 players over towards SA side at the moment. Nemiga still with plenty of cash in the bank. Ex-Outlaws, or the Bulgarians. I actually forgot to say it. I got so caught up in my own story. Rotation now comes back in towards the B side, however. Your name, Mr. Isolator. Like it. How many people read that wrong? Roman starts. Nice snap from MDS. He'll double down. It is just going to be a trade back, but it's still a 3 versus 2. 1 HP for Rocking. He's on his last legs. He's looking for the head of Robo. Gets it as well. There's not a lot of utility in terms of damage that can be done by the CT side. Oh, come on. He needs 1 bullet on him. What's going on? Somehow they're bringing this back. Cyberfocus is now the only one left alive. If he gets the kill onto Nikki, he's good as done it. Surely. Then again, it's taken a lot to get the other kill. 1 HP. He could be killed by a flashbang. A flashbang. And he's going to win it. Rocking with 3 kills. 2 of them while on 1 HP. And that's all the difference that's needed. Unbelievable. The T side hang on by literally a thread. Like, that is 1 HP. And somebody should have hit him. Somebody should have hit him. Glad I got it right. It would be worse if you went, no, it's M. Ricelator. Damage already done. Rocking through the smoke. The peek out from Robo. Picks up the orb. Looks to try and turn back around. They're pushing onto him. Can he hit the shots? Yes, he can. First goes his way, and the second from Robo. Only leaving Rocking to try, and you don't deal with the robot. 4 kills for him in this round. 15 to 13. The money is ruined for X-Outlaws, and the streak continues. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. I think we know where this is going now. Pistols versus the double AWPs, full utility, and 3 M4s. Praying for a miracle at the moment. If you're an X-Outlaws fan, if you're a Bulgarian fan, if you're a fan of any of these players individually, has not been a good T-side for them at all. And I'm quite surprised. Very surprised. Dominating start. Decent sort of finish for the T's. You were thinking, okay, maybe it's possible, but didn't think that they would come back this well. Already 2 kills going the way of this CT side. Got to turn back around, though, and actually Cyberfocus is low. They may be able to even things up. Roman, still there to support. Leaves it down to just 1, and that will be the end. Nemiga, with a very impressive comeback, are going to get their first points on the board as they win 16 to 13, a solid CT side with only 3 rounds lost. And that will leave us to just 1 more game to go. iGame versus Binary Dragons. Probably the best game of the night, if you ask me. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Type !Caster if you want to check me out, and I'll be back after the break.